Hello, everybody. Hope you're all keeping well. So, back into the warmth now. Let me tell you, has it been a bit of a roller coaster ride? It's been quite challenging, quite traumatic at times, and a lot of fun as well. So, what's been happening the last few weeks here? Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had the Car Dealer Awards, and what an incredible evening it was. As many of you know, I've got a wall full of awards there. It's always great to be there to see so many old and new friends. Actually, there's so many old friends that have been meeting up for many years, but also quite a few new ones actually who I've met on social media. Had lots of chats on social media, on various podcasts, but never actually physically met them. So it was great catching up with them all. And as usual, the Car Dealer magazine never disappoints. Fantastic evening. My name was thrown into the hat, Car Dealer Awards, and I don't know why name gets thrown into it, but I'm grateful that people do nominate me. Dealer's Dealer is what my name was thrown in for. I'm glad to say actually did come back with highly commended. I was not expecting anything at all, but my very good friend Craig Walker won the Dealer's Dealer. Absolutely delighted for him, over the moon. It was just great to see the buzz there. Absolutely awesome. Fantastic evening. As usual, Mike Brewer does make it very warm and welcoming and bit of fun. So it was a great fun night for all of us. And as the chairman of the IMDA, I was honoured to be presenting one of the awards actually for the evening, which was use of video. So as you all know, I've been rambling on about for many years about using video. Videos sell cars. Sorry. Good video sell cars, I've been saying for a long time. And it was a proud moment actually to be presenting it to Alex Bradley from a Small Car Company Limited, because you'll see the comment actually what Alex made, which was the fact that he did listen to me all those years ago, followed my advice, and he's found video as a great tool for his business. So we're quite honoured the fact that I was on the stage presenting with this fantastic award and to get his feedback of the fact that video has helped him too. So all those dealers who don't use videos, guys, you are missing out massively. So a great awards evening. And unfortunately, when I got back from the awards, it's been a real downbank. Yep. I've never been so ill in all my life. Absolutely. I came back on the Tuesday. A lot of my friends already know this, but when I go to these award evenings, they're a bit of a disaster actually, because I can't sleep. I can't sleep in hotels for the first night. I struggle badly no matter where I go, any hotel night. So lack of sleep on the Monday night, go back to business on Tuesday, feeling a little bit tired. And I thought, well, it's just a normal tiredness, lack of sleep. But later on Tuesday afternoon, I thought, this is a little bit more tiring actually. Literally got home, went straight to bed about 7 o'clock. Yes, early to bed at 7 o'clock Tuesday night. And I didn't come out of my bed till late Friday afternoon. I lost the whole week. Missed the budget, which was a bit of a disaster anyway, but I missed the whole week. Literally slept all the way through, just drinking water, didn't want nothing to eat. That is the worst I've ever been. So take care out there, guys. I believe there's a lot of this bug, flu, COVID, whatever it may be. A lot of it out there. And it certainly did knock me off my feet. So the Friday afternoon was the first time I actually got out of bed. A friend of mine helped me with a bit of shopping, messaged him, and gratefully he came and dropped a few bits off for me. Came Saturday for a handover, straight back to bed over the weekend. And then week 2, which was quite challenging as well. And then that week again, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride actually, because back down to London again to another awards evening, something a little bit different actually. Women in the Motor Industry Awards. Absolutely awesome evening. It really was an eye-opener actually. Lots of names I knew were there actually on the women's name who have been nominated and winners. It's great to see so many women out there break into obviously the motor industry, which is male dominated, and lots of these women do need recognition for what they do for the industry. They get sidelined, they get pushed on the back, whatever, but they do an amazing job. So, you know, I'm championing women in the motor industry and more of these awards to recognize lots of these women there. Lots of new names I didn't know about or wasn't aware, and now understand who they are and what they actually do for the industry. So well done to all those. Sally Gunnell was there doing the presentation. What an inspiring lady. What an inspiring lady. Telling us about how she won the Olympics, and all to do with mind games. All to do with mind games. Absolutely. You know, you get your mind in the right frame and you can do anything. Well, I've always believed that. But when you see somebody so inspiring on the stage telling you about how she won that, it was a great story. So business-wise, it's been a little bit quieter. Seasonal, the budget, all sorts of things, and Autotrader. You may wonder what Autotrader's got to do with all this. Well, over the years, you've always seen me mention Autotrader and different things that they do, and there's been so much backlash with what's been currently happening. Many of you might have seen the videos out there. Quite a few of my good friends have done a podcast on this. Rob from Logbook, he's done quite a few podcasts on this, and an actual meeting with Autotrader, some of the staff directors of Autotrader. So what's been the issue with Autotrader? Well, many years ago when they first launched the price markers, the price markers, I really had a big hang up with that one, and I still do have that, to the point where initially I was so wound up about the whole thing that I wrote to the CEO at the time, Trevor Mather, and I did actually have a meeting right here in this office all those years ago, telling him my concerns, how it would affect me as a small business. As many of you know, I go overboard with preparing my cars to make sure they are the best examples out there. The pedigree, the history, the condition, the after sales, that all is part of the deal. It's not just about price. I'm sure there's many of you who just buy on price. That's fine, not a problem. But I try to make sure every car is of the best quality that's on the market. So I do spend quite a bit sometimes to make sure that car is absolutely perfect for the next owner. To try to ensure that I don't have any hassle, aggravation, or additional cost once I bought the car. And it's going to give them a long service. But unfortunately, Autotrader do not take into consideration the number of owners, which is so important. Overall condition, the exact service history, the colour of the car, of course that makes a difference. So all these things do actually make a difference, of course, to the value of the car. You just go by price, the chances are the cheapest one will have part history, no history, many owners, not fantastic condition. I'm not saying all, so please don't judge me, but the chances are there is always a difference of why some are more expensive than others. And necessarily doesn't mean the most expensive is the best. However, you have to do your due diligence to make sure everything is what the car is supposed to be it a private sale, be it from a dealer. So those price markers have always been there niggling away, winding me up. But I've always thought, you know what, ignore those to a certain point. But human nature being human nature, if you are looking on Autotrader or Car Gurus or Motors or CarWow or whatever classified platform there is, there's a price marker which says this is £500 too dear, £1,000 too dear. You'll automatically go swipe left, right, whatever it may be. You're going to swipe over and move on to the next one, which might say great price, good price, fair price. So I've always said they've been very misleading, because if you keep going and looking at great price, good price, it will be based on price and not the full story about that car. So that's one of the things which has been ongoing for 7-8 years, whatever it may be. But they've also done many other changes, and these are absolutely detrimental to every dealer who advertises on Autotrader. Of course, not every dealer is on Autotrader, but it's detrimental. So to give you an example, if you've been on Autotrader looking for a car that I've got for sale here, and you want to contact me, if you go hit the button to say contact dealer, it's not easy. I promise you, I've done the tests. You've got to actually log in and give your details to set up an account, or have a Google account or Microsoft account or whatever it may be, so that you can contact me. God, how crazy! How crazy! You just want to inquire about a car. Why the hell do you want to give all your details to a third party? You just want to email me to say, what's the registration number? How many owners maybe? Or just can I confirm the service history? It's a simple request. So why do you have to jump through hoops to contact me? And even to contact me on a phone number is not that easy. So every inquiry then has to be emailed through what they call portal, which means I actually don't get direct information. So I will get probably an email to say, Mr. Jones has inquired. Right, okay. So then I have to log into what we call dealer portal, which is Autotrader's back-end system. So then I have to log into the back of that one to see customer's name, email address, and maybe a phone number. Yes, there might not even be a phone number there. I might have to just email them back or reply through portal. What a drawn out process. What a drawn out process. You just want a quick answer, don't you? And then there's the reservation. I'm all for reserving cars. I've been saying for many years, if you want a car off me 24/7, you can hit that button, reserve that car. But what Autotrader have done is to say it's a £90 reservation fee, which takes the car off sale, which they've actually changed again now. So it used to be you can reserve the car, £99, almost no commitment whatsoever. My car would go off sale. That means nobody can inquire about that car. It would show reserved. But that means until I get a hold of you, the customer has reserved it, which could be up to 21 days, but that's another story, which means that car would go off sale. So dealers are absolutely up in arms about it because none of us want to leave cars off sale without some commitment. So most customers do ask questions before they reserve the cars, ownership, part exchange, finance, and they reserve it because they're almost committed to buying that car. But the way that Autotrader do it is to say almost you could reserve the car with no commitment. You can willy-nilly reserve as many cars as you like and then walk away, which does not help any of the dealers. So part of all this is a back end or front end from Autotrader called Deal Builder, which none of us like, promise you. None of the dealers like all this rigmarole that dealers have to almost commit themselves to this deal builder situation where customers have to log in, give you all the details, give you the part exchange valuation, which again, if you've got a part exchange against me, I need to know so much information about your car to give you an accurate information. And that's what you want, accurate evaluation. You don't want just a random figure which doesn't correspond to what the true value of that car could be. So, Autotrader will just put a valuation on to say, this is your registration number, this is your mileage, ask you a couple of little questions, and it'll say, for example, £10,000. In reality, when we have a conversation and ask you about the history, the condition, the mileage, it might be worth 9 because it's got dents and scratches and scuffs. It could be worth 11 because it's got a lot of options on it. So it's not fair to you as a consumer to get just a guide price, which could either one, put you off buying my car, or secondly, overvalue it. And then we have an argument about why I'm trying to knock £1,000 off your car or whatever it may be. So this deal builder has actually, what can we say, has caused a massive revolt against Autotrader. there has been so much media about it, so many cancellations, so many downgrades. Dealers are not happy, including myself. And as many of you, I'm the chairman of the IMDA, the Independent Motor Association, and we also have done a survey to a database that we have. We've got nearly 2,000 members. We've also got another database of non-members, which in total is just under 8,000 email addresses that we've got. And the survey was very simple to say: 1, are you an Autotrader customer? Yes or no? 2, have you cancelled or not? 3, have you downgraded? So those were the 3 questions, and the feedback has been phenomenal. And from that also, we've also put a little box there to say any additional comments. And to be honest, it's quite heartbreaking to read some of them comments of so many businesses who've been about 30, 40, 50 years, always relied on Autotrader, paid them tens of thousands of pounds to advertise the cars, and the sales for the last few months have just been doing that. Lack of inquiries, lack of sales. And when I say these people spend thousands of pounds, one friend I know who spends nearly £40,000 a month. Just digest that, £40,000 a month. And I've got a few others who spend quite a lot more than that. They've got a lot more stock. And they're all telling me the same story. So it's not just me as my little small one-man band saying it's affected me, but some of the big players, it's affecting them. So Autotrader are on this mission. They are changing a few tweaks the last few days, literally, because if everybody follows Autotrader shares, you'll see the shares are dropping down. Dealers are disgruntled. There's various Facebook forums all trying to boycott Autotrader with all these downgrades and packages and whatever. And they do need to come to the party to change a few things. Personally, I'm actually going to a meeting in the next couple of days with a CEO, not just me and him, but there'll be a handful of dealers to give them some feedback. We just hope that they listen to us. We're the customer. We are the dealers. We pay the bills. So although they're saying that they're trying to make the customer journey easier, better, putting obstacles to inquire about cars is not making it easy for anybody. I've always based everything on making it simple for the customers. Make it quick, make it easy, make it simple, hassle-free. You know, if I'm trying to inquire about something or want to buy something, I promise you, I do not want to give my details. I want to check out as a guest, log out. I don't want to give my details to the whole world. And I'm sure, and I'm 100% sure, most of us are very similar in that way. Although Autotrader claim 90% of their customers do log in and leave the details. What do I know? There we go. So that's a little bit of a rant about Autotrader. Apologise if I've gone off track there a little bit. So business-wise, it has slowed things down. Leads coming in. We are still selling cars. I'm still buying cars. So if you've got a nice car to sell, I'm still here wanting to buy that nice car. Remember, it's got to be nice. Harris Motor Company, busy again in there. And of course, we're counting down to the festive season, Christmas. And our last date in the workshop is 23rd. One will be closing on that one, Christmas Eve, 24th, get the days right. Closing on the 24th, Christmas Eve, lunchtime-ish. And then we're not open again till 5th of January. So please bear that in mind. When we're closed, we are not open on the workshop side in between Christmas and New Year. So if you want those last few minute jobs done on your car, make sure it's safe for the journeys ahead that you've got to be traveling on. Please get it booked in, because the workshop will be closed on there. Sales wise, I will be available appointment basis only. The phone is always on, so it always diverts to me wherever I am. So just pick the phone up, give me a call at 01782 822 700. Happy to oblige. Remember, every car is ready to drive away, ready for Christmas. So if you want to fancy treating yourself, why not? Or somebody you love, or just for the sake of you want to buy somebody a present. Feel free to click away and reserve any car that you want 24/7. Again, thanks for everybody for all your business and support over the years, not just 2025. Really appreciated. Keep shouting about me, raving fans, all you raving fans out there. Recommendations, repeats is what keeps my business going. And of course, if you've bought or sold a car to me, want to leave a review on Google, please feel free. Anything else, any help you want, please give me a shout. Any comments would be useful on this video on here, on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you see this video. And if you're on YouTube or any social media, please keep following me on there. YouTube, if you want to like and subscribe, click that bell for the reminder so you will always get an update when a new video goes live. That's the new way, social media, to keep in touch. So X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, LinkedIn, I'm all over all those. Thanks again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. Keep in touch. Stay safe. And just make sure you dose yourself up if you get any sign of this horrible, horrible bug that's going about, which I'm still trying to shake off. Great. Have a great time. Stay safe. See you all soon.